Okay, so how to do a Bulgarian split squat for your butt and not for your legs. So a lot of people find that they have a hard time targeting their butt because they feel it all in their quads. And now the reason you're feeling it mostly in your thighs is because you are loading your thigh muscle. You're loading your quads during this exercise. So the first thing you want to know for when trying to target your butt is you have to find your stance. So if you are too close, you're going to target a lot of your quads, and if you're too far away, you're going to target your hamstrings, or you're just going to feel it in your hips. So you have to find a balance between the two. So I'm going to show you that here. So for me, this is way too close. My knee bends a lot in this position, and then if I'm too far here, I just feel it in my hips and not too much in my glutes. So I like to go about there and try it out. Yeah, that's pretty good. So what you want to know about this exercise is you cannot allow your knees to go forward and bend and extend, because if you do that, you are doing the function of the thigh. So in order to target your butt, what you're going to do is focus on bending and extending at the hip, not the knee. So your knee should be at this position the entire time, okay? So you're here, lean slightly forward, feel your butt contract, push through the heel of the floor, and that's it. And you're going to come back down and then come up there, okay? If you go all the way up, again, you're going to be targeting the quad, because that's the function of the quad, is to bend and extend the knee. So don't do that. Stop about there, and that's it. It's a very short movement, not too much. And also what I find with this exercise is a lot of people will feel it in their back leg, and the reason they feel it in their back leg is because on the way up, I find people start to shift their body weight back, and that's how you're going to feel it in the back of your leg, and I'll show you. So you're here, have a good stretch, and then people do this, and they're wondering why they're feeling it in the back of their leg. Well, you're shifting your body weight there. So again, in order to target your glutes, you have to focus on your hips. So you have to hinge at the hips, and I'll show you what that is. Every time you sit down, you're hinging at the hips, okay? You're flexing your hips. Now you have to do that when you're doing this exercise so that you get the glutes involved. So again, focus on your hips. Focus on bending right at the hip and coming up. Now you don't want to go straight up and down like this. You want to kind of go up on a diagonal. So it's more like this motion, not straight up. So lean slightly forward and then come up. Let your back leg go down and then come up. Now, if you guys are already doing this and you're still feeling it in your thighs or your knees, what I suggest is taking your balance out of the equation. So we know that if you have to worry about your balance while you're contracting, you're always going to put more attention towards balancing yourself, because without balancing yourself, you're not going to be able to contract. So just by default, you're going to focus on the balance more and less on the contraction. So to fix this, what you're going to do is you're going to hold on to something just for balance. So what I like to do when I'm at home is, this is just a piano pad, like for the bench, and I use this to balance myself. So I'll show you. So, this is also great for finding your stance so you're not wobbling all over the place. But here, and you're just going to use it for balance, nothing else. And my last tip, if you're somebody that's very tight in the inner thighs, very tight in the hips, and very tight in the glutes, this exercise might be very hard for you to feel it in the right place, because it requires more of flexibility in that area. What you want to do is either stretch those areas out, foam roll those areas, or instead of having a higher surface, have something lower to the ground so there's less flexion in your hips, so you're not going to feel it too much in your hips that way. If you still have trouble with this exercise, targeting your butt, comment below and I will do my best to give you some more advice. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, share this one, you know, with your friends who have trouble with this one too. And yeah, I will see you in the next video.